Hi everyone, it's me Tammy and I'm here with Mommy Monday, and today's issue is going to be on traveling with your baby. I did have a whole list of notes on this and I don't know where it is. Does pregnancy brain ever go away? Or is it just called mommy brain now? Because I swear I lose things all the time now. It's so weird. Anyway, I digress. So these tips are mainly going to be focused around traveling with a baby via car, because we haven't traveled with her on a plane yet. So these are just the tips that I found helpful. We chose a destination that was about 3 hours away. So what we did was, you have to, this works best if your baby's already on a schedule. If your baby's not on a schedule, I feel like it's going to be a little more difficult for you guys. So what we did was, her first wake up of the day, she got up, she fed, we played with her, and then usually about an hour to an hour and a half after waking, she needs an hour nap. So once she needed to start going down for that nap, we went boom straight to the car. Okay, so we got straight into the car, put her in, and usually with her, movement knocks her right out, and it did. Another tip for while you're in the car is make sure that her diaper bag or their diaper bag is completely packed, like you are going out for the day, because you are. It's so much easier to just have to dig in their diaper bag versus the separate bag that you pack for them, because that could be in the trunk, it could be stuck on the bottom, who knows. Another thing is, make sure that the seat next to your baby is available, so that if they get fussy in the car, while one person is driving, the other person can just kind of hop back in there and you don't have to maneuver a bunch of things just to get back there to your baby. Make sure that there's a toy back there for them to play with, but for my baby, that she never needs that. She just goes right to sleep. So she sleeps for an hour, and we made our first stop an hour into our trip, which was actually my father's house. Sorry, my phone's going off. Which is actually my father's house, because he lives on our way to our destination. So we stopped there. We were there for about 2 hours. You can stop anywhere, obviously, just make it somewhere interesting. So we stopped there for about 2 hours. You know, she played, she ate, she got changed, and then it was time for another nap. So back in the car she goes. She wakes up and we are at our destination. When you get to your destination, make sure that you pick a hotel that is family friendly. And I mean in the sense of, when you have a baby, if they're pretty much on a schedule, there's usually not a lot of crying, so you don't have to deal with it being family friendly in that sense. I just mean, make sure that it has a little kitchenette for you to be able to clean up and kind of put your baby stuff out. And for me, I found that super helpful, because I felt like I had a little piece of home, and I was able to do, I was able to keep on my routine with her bottles and her cleaning and all that stuff, but I didn't have to worry too much about that. So that was definitely helpful. We picked a hotel that had, I'm not sure what the best wording for it. It was kind of it had a kitchenette, and it had a full kitchen. The kitchen and a living room, which was helpful to us. Pick a destination that the motel, hotel, whatever, has an elevator. And I know you're gonna be like, what place doesn't? But some don't. Sometimes you go to cabins and stuff and they don't have it. But I found this helpful, because if she was still sleeping in her stroller and you got to your cabin and you'd have to take them out, a lot of babies wake up with that. We were able to just kind of roll her right into the room, and she could keep sleeping while, we cleaned up or did whatever we needed to do. Next tip is, you can't bring your diaper genie or diaper pail with you or whatever. I mean, you probably could, but that just takes up unnecessary space. So what we would do is, we would just we would use our plastic bags from our food shopping and just put our diapers in there, and then we would just toss it every morning, because I'm sure you guys know the funk that can accumulate is yes. So okay, on to the next tip. Kind of plan your days around your baby's naps. And I know this sounds so frustrating, because it's okay, I'll never get anything done. You're not going to get anything done with a cranky baby either. So just kind of try to work the best you can with their schedule, especially if it's a destination that you're driving to and you're just kind of flying by the seat of your pants, I guess. That's what we did. Basically, we tried to keep to her schedule. So she would wake up, she would eat, and then we would actually go to breakfast while she was still awake, and then we would just try to walk somewhere for a little while, and usually she'll fall asleep in her stroller too. So she would take her hour nap in there. We'd then go to the beach or go to the pool, play around for a little while, and then we'd usually go back to the room for her next nap, because that's the nap that she really needs, quiet, and just needs to be in a bed, unless she's in the car. And yeah, we always tried to make sure that we were back in the room for her sleep time, but our baby has a very late sleep time, so I know that's not, doesn't always work for everyone. Make sure to bring some new toys, especially when you go to restaurants. It'll keep their interests longer than usual. And make sure that you bring a little piece from home for when they go to sleep. I know you can't bring their crib. I mean, maybe you can, but that's just so unnecessary. Bring a pack and play, or, you know, if you sleep with your baby, sleep with your baby. What we found useful was her little sleep turtle. We brought that with us because she loves to fall asleep to the sound of that. So bring a piece of home so they feel like, you know, they're still in their safe place. So those are my tips. I know I kind of went everywhere, and I'm sure I'm gonna be like, oh my god, how could I forget this tip? But sorry. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope these little tips were helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye.